Yo, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. So we all know Summerlin West is growing fast, but with that said, we also know that key retail experiences are missing. Today, I'm going to share 3 sectors that I think will survive, thrive, and vibe in the future urban core. Make sure to stick around and let me know in the comments what you're trying to see and what you think will actually work the best here in Summerlin West. 3 sectors that will not include necessities, so not things like grocery stores and gas stations. And a lot of these also will be things that I think are actually lacking in all of Summerlin. So one of the things that I think Summerlin has basically a problem of is the community aspect when it comes to businesses. We have a ton of big box stores, no matter what sector you're looking at. But really the mom and pop, the small business, the actual vibe, everything's just quick and it doesn't seem like it's a place to gather. And there's not really a community focus, in my opinion. One of the biggest problem areas for me has to come to gyms and wellness centers. I'd say, well, there's plenty of gyms and wellness centers in Vegas. Yes, as a whole, absolutely. But when it comes to gyms in particular, the gyms in Summerlin, they're all big box gyms. There's Lifetime, there's 24-hour fitness, there's Planet Fitness. And then if you go kind of niche, it's all CrossFit, it's F45, it's all group type training, True Fusion. But my point is we need to see some more smaller, mid-sized gyms that cater to the basics, to cater to weight training, cardio, drop the fluff. We don't need rock climbing walls, swimming pools, basketball courts in all of our gyms. I just think when it comes to gyms, there's a huge opportunity missing for mid-sized, smaller gyms that basically have all the basics that people need. And then when you're talking just west of the 215, there's absolutely no gyms until you go southwest out of Summerlin. So I think absolutely when it comes to the urban core here in Summerlin West, there needs to be at least 1 gym option, but maybe even 2 or 3. Another thing that I would love to see in the urban core is craft coffee shops and gathering places. There's no shortage of coffee shops in Summerlin, but there's also a huge demand here in Summerlin West. In my opinion, there's too many coffee shops like Starbucks, The Coffee Bean, Pete's Coffee, and there's not really a lot of local people that are actually doing coffee, and they quite frankly, usually do a better job of having a place where people want to gather, where people want to hang out. Kind of like Mothership in downtown Summerlin, we need more local coffee shops. We need a place where you can have a meeting. You can meet with a friend and catch up that you haven't seen for a week or months or whatever. A place where you can take your laptop and get some work done, maybe even network, meet a few people. I just feel all the coffee shops here are about speed. They're more worried about in and out, and it just doesn't have a good vibe. I mean, I don't want to drive down to Charleston and hang out in a Starbucks or a Coffee Bean and just do some work. Absolutely not. I want something that's more authentic. I want something that's more genuine. I want to go to a small coffee shop. I want something that basically is ran by a small business owner or a local that has a passion for community and coffee. And with the urban core being more walkable, we absolutely need something like this. Now, I get it. The commercial core might be a little busier, but when it comes to the urban core and the mixed use spaces, a coffee shop underneath them would be legit. Same with the small gym that I just mentioned. What I'm looking for with the urban core is more of a community feel, more local businesses, and not just that big box office stuff. In my opinion, just a community driven space is much needed here in the urban core and in many other places of Vegas. Now, the third sector that I would love to see is pretty broad, but I would like to see some specialty shops and retailers here in Summerlin West, in particular the urban core, when it gets going. We'll leave the commercial core for all the big box stuff. And as Summerlin sits today, there's plenty of big box stores already. Downtown Summerlin, all the strip malls, they're everywhere. For me, it's time to get community oriented and have smaller shops that specialize in certain things. I'm thinking of like things like plant shops, bookstores. With all of our adventure seekers, maybe a place where you can get some cool gear, like an REI, but on a smaller level. I'd even throw in like a small business furniture store and maybe even a place with some cool local apparel. As we all wait patiently for Summerlin's urban core here in Summerlin West, I just think we can take things to the next level. And that starts with a cool vibe and businesses that will thrive. No reason for us not to have next level gyms, coffee shops, and retail experiences. What's missing in Summerlin in particular? What do you want to see in Summerlin West and the Summerlin West urban core? Drop it in the comments below and let's talk about it. Thanks for tuning in. If you were down with this video, please shoot a like. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and I'll catch you on the next one.